My name is N4S Videos, and I'm here to share a quick message. The video that you're about to watch is a parody of CinemaSins' Everything Wrong With series. Anything that will be mentioned in the video is not to be taken seriously. Even if it is true, this is all done for the intent of comedy and entertainment purposes. Anyways, enjoy the video, always wear your seatbelt, and if you feel the need for speed, just play on the ground. You can basically say Blackbots foreshadow a customization feature that made it to the sequel, but not in the original. Too Fast Too Furious called. They want to know how you got the bridge jump idea.
Is that your fantasy?
Yes. Yes, it is. Excluding some of the engine sounds.
Ouch, that is seriously weak, dude.
Damn, Samantha. Why do I gotta be disrespected in 5 different manufacturers? What else am I supposed to do with $10,000? You probably started in a stock Civic too, so shut your mouth. Melissa isn't looking at us. This is just a fantasy.
Hey, loser. Alright, check it.
Hey, what y'all looking at? Personal space.
Just you and me, one-on-one. It's money in the bank. Let's go!
You want to be the best? You gotta take these boys down. If you lose, you're gone. Got it?
What do you mean we're gone? Forced to skip town? None of these events are like elimination rounds where you lose, you're forced to leave. So does he have too much trust on his hopes and dreams to lift his car and change his wheel? Because I don't see a jack or jack stands.
Hey, what you think? You digging it?
No, I'm more interested about this Supra here that we managed to see it 3 times in the same scene.
Drifting is getting your car sideways. Use your speed, steering, and handbrake to get your car into a wicked slide. Anyone can slide their car.
And every car is able to be drifted in this game because it doesn't discriminate drivetrains.
Nah, this stuff's weak. Anybody can buy this crap. Trust me, you don't want this stuff.
I don't think anyone would want this stuff more than 20 years later, anyway. And hey, each to their own, but this is the type of shit that you will find on Craigslist or Temu.
Get real. There are some parts you can't buy at any price. I'm the only one that can make it happen for you.
Buy what? Overnight parts from Japan?
Spotlight's on you, kid. Pretty dope considering you got no skills, no crew, and you look like a dork. Is that supposed to impress me?
Yes. Yes, it is.
You want a shot at me? Well, you gotta prove it.
By beating my parts supplier. There could have been another way to, have Samantha go against us, but that doesn't involve losing a friend easily, just as easy we made one, somehow.
I trusted you, and now you want to take me on? Well, see you at the street, punk!
Trusted me and what? Not to go up against you? What if I wanted to go against you? Come on, I know you're my parts supplier. You're my business partner, basically, in getting me hooked up with all these magazines. But I just won a race. It hadn't come down like this, but hey, I gotta do what I gotta do just to get to Eddie.
Hey, bro. Knew you were gonna contend, but it's pretty weak that you turned on Samantha.
Call it weak all you want. Eddie forced us to compete against each other. I couldn't pick my own opponent.
Import sooner, dude. You want on their cover, you gotta win this next race.
I guess we didn't just had a friendship, we also have, and still do, a business partnership. After losing your Civic, I figured you would cut all contact with me, from any kind, messages, phone calls, whatever. But now it just seems awkward that you're calling me about magazine cover shoots. After doing a bit of research, this cutscene was supposed to play when you lose against Eddie in the second to final race of the game. But somebody at Blackbots goofed up and placed it at event 91, before we start the Eddie's Posse Part 1 event. Unless Blackbox only changed it to have Eddie taunt us before we go against his crew, it just makes more sense to have it at the second final race. Seeing it as both Samantha and TJ each having a cutscene whether you win or lose against them.
Bro, it's me.
Is it? I don't see that it's from you, Jose, so I don't know who am I talking to.
Nice job taking down Eddie's posse in that last tourney. Number 3 in sprints is now on the line. Too bad Samantha ain't here to see it.
I'm sure she's watching from the sidelines. She's still my business partner, even if we're not friends.
Hey, yo, punk! Check out my new ride!
No. Screw your car, screw this event, and screw the AI in this.
Very cool. Word is that the winner of the next race gets on the cover of Hot Fours.
It's still very cool that at this point of the game, we're still having a very weird and rocky relationship, but still business partners. You're still my part supplier and everything. Guess you could say my relationship with Samantha is complicated. I'ma head out. Yeah, TJ did more than just graffiti all over Hello Kitty and make an angry Hello Kitty. He put an RB26 in a Honda Civic, and it's still front-wheel drive.
Thanks for getting my ride back. Things are sure different now. But I see that with you, it's all about racing. That's all it's ever gonna be. Unfreaking believable. Stuff Magazine is doing a feature on street tuners. Want a picture of your car with a hot chick on the cover? Better win.
No, not just racing. After getting that other phone call, it's also business. It's always business.
Let's do this! It's on!
Nah, it's off. Unless this is your first time playing this game or seeing this game, this has gotta be one of those worst kept secrets about who that mysterious driver in a 350Z is. Like, I wonder who could that be? Could it be, I don't know, somebody from the beginning that we had a fantasy or something? Imagine getting asked the same question from the beginning of the game at the end of the game.
Is that your fantasy?
Yes. Yes, it is. Underground, the game that started the tuner culture era for Need for Speed, and the game that set the standard to what the franchise is today, more than 20 years later. And fondly remembered by many of you, whether you played this back in 2003, was part of your childhood sometime in your lifetime, or playing it today and seeing how it is better compared to some more recent entries of the franchise. In some aspects at least. Overall, that depends on your opinion. One thing that most of us can agree on is the rubber banding in this game, especially on event number 95. And Kurt isn't even the problem sometimes. While the car list isn't something as flashy as Hot Pursuit 2's or any previous Need for Speed game in the classic era, it fits perfectly with the theme. Instead of expensive sports cars or supercars, you get to drive cars that most of us can actually afford. Well, back then at least. And actually race them in the game, something that we can't really do in real life. Legally, I mean, unless if you live near a racetrack or a drag strip that allows you to bring your car in. And probably some of the cars that are in the game probably made you fall in love with them to even be your dream car or dream cars. There may have been other racing games before Underground that feature customization, even if it was very limited, but in this game, this is where everything kicked off in terms of customization, visually, I mean. Even if majority of the parts didn't really age well. This may be biased and also kind of off topic, but this game should have also been free roam. And yeah, we eventually got that in the sequel, but looking at the map and if it was given enough development time, then maybe we would have got it. And yes, I am very aware that there's a mod for this game that allows you to do that exact same thing, but I haven't heard any progress for the past 5 to 6 years, so when is it gonna be fully realized? And speaking of customization, that Acura from the beginning, what was it supposed to have? What kind of wheels was it supposed to have? Or it just wasn't possible to replicate the gold color in game? And one last thing before I end this off, TJ should have been the antagonist for this game. No disrespect against Eddie, I mean you mostly know his car more than him. And come on, the guy vandalized a Civic and made it go from Hello Kitty to Matty Kitty. And even swapped the engine from a K-Series to an RB26, he's a menace!
Kid, this is sick. Yet another convert to the drift scene. Let's see what kind of moves you got. They call me Dirt, and I like
Drifting is getting your car sideways. Use your speed, steering, and handbrake to get your car into a wicked slide. The longer you can hold it, the more points you get. Anyone can slide their car.